Welcome to Tackle Talk Live, a program full of insight and information related to bass tournaments with a primary focus on Sam Rayburn and Toledo Bend. A show dedicated to making you a better bass fisherman with one-on-one interviews with winning anglers. Your host, Kevin Jean, Territory Manager for Sport Co-Marketing, who's no stranger to tournament success. An avid angler who understands how to compete at a high level. Daiwa and Camus Boats Pro Staffer, Steve Graff, a successful angler in his own right, who continues to pursue tournament-winning stringers. So, get ready to take notes from two knowledgeable anglers here on Tackle Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Kevin Jean and Steve Graff.
Hello, everybody. It's time for another edition of Tackle Talk Live. I'm Daiwa Pro Staffer Steve Graff, along with Territory Manager from Sport Co Magazine, Sport Co Marketing, Kevin Jean. And Kevin, hey, look, at least you ain't on the road today.
True. I am in the office today, Steve. So able to join from here. So video's a little bit better, sounds a little bit better. So we're good to go today.
Yeah, good deal, good deal. Well, we got a special guest coming on today. We've had him on, but it's been a while, Kev. And I'm gonna give this a shot. I hope I'm right. Kaden Mueck. Kaden Mech, as him and his partner Case Sutherland captured the Fishers of Men, Texas East, on Rayburn with a 30-pound plus bag. And Kevin, once again, Rayburn, probably not on the same level as Toledo, but Rayburn showed out pretty good this past weekend.
And Steve, with some tough weather too, it was blowing. Look, I fished the Elite 8 this past weekend.
Yeah.
We'll jump into that later, but
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, Saturday, that tournament was Saturday, and the wind was blowing. Wind blew Saturday.
Yeah.
They had 5 bags over 25 pounds. So, I mean, it had to have fished well with the wind blowing the way it was and have 5 bags over 25 pounds. So Rayburn's coming on up. It's getting a lot better. Now that these fish are starting to transition and get offshore a little bit more, it's starting to fish a lot better.
Yeah, the summer patterns are starting to kick in gear now. And there's still a few stragglers that are coming back off, coming back out off the spawn, but most are probably getting into their summer mode already. Water temperatures are what, upper 70s, low 80s?
Yeah.
I would, if I had to guess.
Was.
And but anyway, and they had a good turnout. Of course, as tournament circuits go, we both know that the first one's always the best one. They draw the most, but as time goes on, anglers tend to drop out. If the ones especially know they don't have a shot to maybe make a championship, and so they'll kind of quit showing up. But Fishers of Men is one of those. They just seem to sustain a high level, tournament in, tournament out. And I think they had 73, which for a May tournament, that's pretty darn strong.
Yeah.
And so
with weather not being great, I mean,
right.
That was a good turnout, really good turnout.
And as you've already alluded to, the Elite 8 took place. Well, I got something in my throat. Elite 8 has turned out this past weekend. And I saw the standings. Is that right? There was 26 clubs that showed up statewide, or was there more than that? Based off the standings I saw, I didn't know if that was all of them.
26 teams, yes. 26 teams showed up. Yeah.
26, okay. So 26 teams showed up representing clubs all across Louisiana, and had a great turnout. Was that at Cypress Bend, or was it?
Yes, it was at Cypress. Had 26 teams, paid out 6 places. And remember, most teams had eight members per team that fished. I know, like, we fished with 6, and I think another team fished with 6. But paid 6 places, $24,400 was a total payout, $10,000 for first place for a Die Hard Bass Club number 2 right there out of Natchitoches.
Yeah.
And then my team, the Toledo Bend Elite, we finished second. $6,000 for second place, Steve. I mean, that was a heck of a turnout. I mean, a heck of a payout. Really good payout for this.
Now, what's it cost per team?
Well, after you pay like the club membership and then the actual tournament entry fee, it's like $800.
Okay,
a little bit more than $800
for your whole group.
You have to pay your club dues, and then you have to pay your tournament entry fee dues. End up being like $800 for the entire team, which most teams has 8. But man, shout out to Die Hard number 2. They come out with a big bag on day 2. weighed in 45 pounds, the biggest weight of both days. Cody Beasley catches a freaking 9 to kind of seal the deal for them.
Yeah.
We had it. I think they were the last ones, or they were next to the last ones to weigh in, because we're leading it the whole time. And they were next to the last one to weigh in. And I seen Cody Beasley pull this one out, and I looked at I turned to Cody Penn. I went, we might be in trouble if Cody caught one like that. He's got more, and he did.
Yeah.
I want to say Cody caught a 9 and a 6, but we'll jump into all of that a little bit later. I'll kind of give my breakdown. We'll talk about the 8 guys on the diehard number 2 team, kind of give them a shout out, and kind of go through that tournament here after our interview with Kaden.
All right, good deal. We'll look forward to that. And real quick, we're going to take a quick break, recognize a few of our sponsors. When we return, Kaden Mech, we'll have him on. You're watching Tackle Talk Live. We'll be right back.
A good marine dealer is hard to find, but a great dealer is even harder. But in Iowa, Louisiana, there's a marine dealer that falls into the great category, Power Implements Marine, South Louisiana's go-to dealer for all things related to the boating industry. A Minn Kota, Garmin, and Mercury dealer, guaranteeing you first-rate service in both sales and repair. A great selection of new and used boats to choose from, including Skeeter, G3, Ranger, Camus, and Go Devil. A knowledgeable staff that will treat you like family and are always willing to go the extra mile to ensure you walk out a happy customer. To see everything they have to offer, go to powerimplements.com or stop by 606 East Miller Street in Iowa, Louisiana. Plus, mention Tackle Talk Live and save $500 off a new or pre-owned boat, or $50 off your first service ticket. Toledo Health is a full-service primary and acute care clinic. Nurse practitioners Jarrett Rule and Melissa Vines bring quality health care that's needed and convenient to the area. Nothing is worse than being sick on your family or fishing getaway. Whether it's a stomach virus or a hook in the hand, Toledo Healthcare will try and meet all your health care needs. Appointments available and walk-ins are always welcome. So the next time you're feeling down at Toledo Bend, stop by Toledo Healthcare, located on Highway 6 just south of Toledo Town, or call 318-508-5323. Very few stores are a complete one-stop shop, but Cypress Knee Outdoors is such a place. A store within a store. Cypress Knee is located inside 3J's 4-Way. Whether you need gas, food, drinks, or bait and tackle, they have it. Cypress Knee Outdoors carries top-name fishing brands like Strike King, Sandtone, Spro, and V&M. Crappie jigs from Bobby Garland. Need hunting gear? They have it. Ammunition from rifle to shotgun shells. Deer scents from Buck Wild and Doe and Heat. Deer stands from Titan and feeders from T-Hanger. Cypress Knee has it all. Located off I-49, exit 127, just south of Natchitoches, Louisiana. So stop by Cypress Knee Outdoors and let John Abram and his staff show you everything they have to offer. Or give them a call at 318-238-HUNT. You're watching Tackle Talk Live, a show dedicated to making you a better angler. Now back to the guys with all the inside scoop, Kevin Jean and Steve Graff.
This is Tackle Talk Live. We appreciate you tuning us in today. This segment presented by the Lakes Insurance of Nacogdoches, Toledo Health Clinic, Cypress Knee Outdoors, Shimano, Power Implements Marine, located in Iowa, Louisiana, Lost Frontier Park, and RentalsToledoBend.com. Looking for a place to stay at Toledo Bend? Don't want to go through those big fancy house rental companies? Go to RentalsToledoBend.com. And if you mention Tackle Talk Live, you're going to get 10% off of your next visit over there at Toledo Bend. That's RentalsToledoBend.com. Dowden Associates are behind that, so you can give them a call. And they'll make sure, and their phone number is 318-256-0563. Again, mention Tackle Talk Live to get 10% off your next rental right there on Toledo Bend. So save yourself some money. All right, on the Tackle Talk hotline, Kaden Mech. Kaden, hey, dude, man, congratulations. We well, first of all, we appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us. Yeah, we got you. And congratulations to you and Cade both. Job well done, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a fun tournament for sure. I didn't get much practice at all. It stormed all week. I went out for like 2 hours on Friday and just kind of checked over some stuff, and it all looked good. And yeah, it was a fun day. It really was.
Well, here Friday, it was raining all day in Natchitoches, so I'm assuming Sam Rayburn was getting wet too.
Oh yeah, it was bad. The morning I didn't even get out there till like 10 o'clock. We had a little break. It really wasn't a break. It was just green on the radar instead of red. So I went out there about 2 hours and rode around, and then loaded up about 2 o'clock. So
no, let me tell you, I was on Toledo Bend, and it did not stop from 6 a.m. till 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. at least. It rained the entire day. Gosh bless, it didn't. I think it rained like 2 inches while we were fishing. It was crazy. But caveman, they called them over there too. I mean, y'all had 5 bags over 25 pounds, man. Rayburn is starting to get right. The fish is starting to get offshore a little bit, which I know that's something you like to do. We've had you on plenty times, and I know that's how you like to fish. So the fish are starting to get out there. You said in practice you went out for a couple hours and kind of everything looked good. Kind of take us through that. Are you finding some schools? Are you finding what are you finding offshore in your short little ride around on Friday? What was you able to see?
yeah, man, I went and checked on a place they usually get first, and it was pretty loaded up. And then I just checked a few other one-off spots, and they all had a couple fish on them, 3 to 4 fish on them, and so that's what I did. I started on offshore school, and it really wasn't firing off. Caught one 6-pounder, and then I went and just started running, some dragon places and stuff, a little deeper spots, hard spots, stuff like that, and I just picked one off at a time, and man, it kind of just got a little better throughout the day. I mean, we had 30 pounds at 9 o'clock, but we caught a bunch of fish after that. Just nothing would cull. It just all happened pretty quick. I mean, I stopped on 4 places and had 30 pounds, and then we caught multiple fish that were 4 plus 5 pounds that just wouldn't cull. I mean, it was just a really fun day, to be honest with you.
It's hard to cull 6-pounders.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I did lose a big one.
What was your big fish?
6'8", and my smallest one was a 5'15" or something.
Wow.
Yeah, they were all cookie cutter. I did lose one that was probably, I mean, he was over 8 or 9 for sure, but man, it is what it is, and we still got it wins. So
was brush tops, did they come into play at all?
Brush piles?
Yeah.
Man, I looked at some, but not really, not yet. There's a bunch of crappie in them, and I mean, there's a few piles that's got some good fish in them, but man, to be honest with you, I hate fishing them. I really do. I get hung up, and then it just is what it is, and they get some beat on now. It's kind of when it's really going on, it's fun, but it really ain't going on quite yet.
Yeah.
They're still feeding up.
So you had 30 before 9. You're saying so, and you took several spots to catch that. You said 4 spots. So you run a spot, catch 1 or 2, run. I mean, they quit biting. I mean, you had to, if you caught 30 before 9, you caught them in 4 different spots. You're moving around.
Yeah, man. I've kind of learned that past 2 years, man. These fish have gotten really pressure with the scope and everything else, and it's, man, I just run as many spots as I can. Usually you're going to catch the biggest one when you pull up, and then if you stay there, usually just a waste of time is what I've learned really in the past 2 years. So, man, if I pull up and get one, first right out of the box, first couple casts, and then it kind of dies out, I just, move on. I'll try not to stay no longer than 10, 15 minutes at a place. But
yeah. Kaden, the lake has definitely been down a long time, over 8 feet for months now.
Yes.
Obviously, the bass have adjusted. They do what they got to do. They're kind of like deer. They're going to adjust and do what they got to do. What's going to happen when it comes back up to full pull again? And the fish just going to scatter? Is it going to be tough fishing? Is it going to be outstanding fishing? What's your thoughts on when the lake comes back up?
Man, I'm really not too sure. I think it's going to be a little tough, man. These fish have really gotten beat on, especially with the water so low. I think we're still seeing these big bags because we do have a large population of big fish. Mm-hmm. But, man, there's not a whole lot of 3 to 4 pounders to replace them. It's just, I mean, it's not the case. I don't know. I think it's going to be really tough. We really need some grass to start growing back. I mean, the tournaments doesn't really, the results don't really show it, but it's tough out there. It really is. It's not, the usual Rayburn that, somebody could go catch 25 pounds, fishing shallow in the grass or something like that. It's just not the case anymore.
Right.
It's kind of scary because, it could get really bad, but it's fishing decent right now. It is, but
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pry a little bit because you said you don't have much coming up, and you was okay talking about it. So I'm gonna kind of dive into it a little bit more. Depth wise, what kind of depth are we talking about here that these fish were actually setting in?
man, I had spots from 10 to 12 foot, and then I had an offshore school that was in, but
Uh-oh.
just kind of anywhere
We lost you there. You said you had an offshore spot that what?
about 20 foot.
We lost you.
You there?
Now,
I got you now.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, I had a school that was in about 20 foot, and then my other places they're in about 10 to 12 foot.
I got you. I got you. We dragging something or we cranking something?
Yeah, it's just kind of some hard spots. I had a few stumps, just kind of one-off spots. Had a couple fish here and there on them. Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Kaden,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for forward-facing sonar, how difficult would the fishing actually be on Rayburn right now, or even Toledo Bend?
Man, that's hard to tell. I mean, I just put so much. I think catching fish, it'd be difficult, but I mean, I could see 25, catching 25 pounds, 23, 25 pounds without.
Do you know what one? Because the Fishers of Men, they have the two different divisions. The one you can win with the scope or without the
Right.
scope. Do you know what one without scope?
I don't. I really didn't. I didn't even check.
I didn't.
I
have to ask Mr. Dick that.
That's the one thing I wish that we need to get Mr. They need to break that down better. There needs to be some kind of symbol beside the weight, whether it was scope, an S or no, or NS for no scope, something that dictates, indicate what guys are doing. How many guys are not using scope? I mean, I know to start the year, that was kind of a big deal. Has it kind of faded to not a big deal anymore?
Man, I don't know. I think everybody tries it. I've tried it in a couple of Fishers of Men for about the first 30 minutes, and then I turn my scope on and get to work.
All right, I got to know what's down there. I get it. When you start fishing a spot, I mean, I did it this past week. I was like, man, especially on Friday, fishing on Toledo, it was raining and stuff. Man, I'm just gonna put my head down and go fishing. Well, then I kind of get offshore a little bit and go like, I got to see if something's down there, and turn it on. But man, congrats, Kaden. It sounds like a great day. So let me ask you this: you said you caught you 30 after 9, and y'all just went kind of running the same stuff the rest of the day. You said you caught a ton of fish. Kind of give us a little bit of a fishing report for guys that might be going to Rayburn, just catching a lot of numbers right now.
Yeah, man, I kind of just went and checked a bunch of stuff after that. Really, I went and fished some, shallower clay point, stuff like that. But up there feeding shallow, get your shad, whatnot. A few fish doing that. Our offshore place, deeper spots, and caught some doing that. I mean, it's really, they're kind of all over the place. I actually found one on a bed I couldn't get to bite. It's just they're just kind of doing a little bit of everything right now. It's fishing pretty good.
Was there a shad spawn?
No, not that I see. I think that cold rain hurt it. We had that cold front and stuff.
Yeah,
it hurt it where we was at too. Well, good deal. Okay, man, I appreciate you joining us. I know you're on the job site today and you got to get back to work, but we wanted to make sure we got you on, talk about the 30-pound bag. And, but man, appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the year. And we'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right. Kaden Mech, and hey, glad he came on. Gave us some good details there. Worked out really good, and of course, him and Cade works out. When you're calling 6-pounders, Kevin, that means you're having a pretty good day. And
well, you said 515 was his biggest, which was his smallest. I'm sorry. That's what you don't hear. Kaden and Case Sutherland. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I got Case's name in there. He fished with Case Sutherland. That's not something you hear a lot on Rayburn. See, when you hear a 30-pound bag on Rayburn, they've got an 8 or a 9.
Right.
Typically you have an 8 or a 9, even on Toledo. But have to have 30 pounds without anything over 6 pounds, man, that's
Yes.
you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. So
Yeah. Yep, that is true. And of course, once you kind of get on a pattern and you kind of figure things out, as he said, it sounded like he hit a lot of spots. So he wasn't like he just caught him off one spot.
Yeah, we caught him off 4 spots, he said, before 9 o'clock. So 4 spots before 9 o'clock. He had all 30 pounds by 9 o'clock, but caught a bunch of fish the rest of the day. So sounds like Rayburn's getting back to what it can and should be. So
interesting to hear his philosophy on fishing brush piles. He ain't a big brush pile guy.
Man, I get it. I get it over there, Steve. I used to be that's all I wanted to do over there, and I don't fish Rayburn hardly near as much anymore as I used to.
Yeah.
But man, that's all I wanted to do. But that's all everybody does anymore over there, and it's hard to get in the right rotation, especially fishing the right brush piles because everybody knows where they're at. It's tough to do over there. So
that's the one thing. That's one thing that really messed up that type of fishing was when forward-facing sonar hit the water. Because now everybody was finding everything that's out there. There's no secrets anymore. Nobody has their own brush piles to themselves anymore. Really, and you and I both, it's work to put out brush piles.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, that's work.
Brush guys, I mean, they have to, and then anyway, that's a whole different subject. But anyway, Steve, we're gonna jump into when we come back. We jump into Toledo Bend. We're gonna break down the Elite 8 tournament. Kind of jump into that. I'll kind of give you a little bit of a fishing report of what I saw, and then we got Sealy coming up next week, so we'll kind of talk a little bit about that.
All right, we'll do all that when we return with more Tackle Talk Live. We'll be right back.
The Lakes Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency taking care of Texans' insurance needs for over 25 years, offering auto, homeowners, boat, RV, life, health, and commercial insurance. Owner Clark Moore is a local fishing guide and tournament angler who understands your insurance needs and wants to be your go-to guide for all your insurance needs. For a free quote, give him a call and see why so many Texans trust the Lake Insurance Agency. 2 locations to serve you in both Nacogdoches and Broadus, Texas. Or give him a call at 936-205-4467. You're watching Tackle Talk Live, a show dedicated to making you a better angler. Now back to the guys with all the inside scoop, Kevin Jean and Steve Graff.
Welcome back to our final segment today. The Lakes Insurance of Nacogdoches is one of our many fine sponsors we've got. And they got 2 locations, one in Broadus, Texas, right there off Sam Rayburn, other one right there in Nacogdoches. Toledo Health Clinic, located right there on the east side of Toledo town, right there heading on Highway 6. Cypress and the Outdoors, exit 129 off I-49, or excuse me, 127 off I-49. Looking for anything. They got bait, tackle, great lunch deli, anything. If you're hungry, they got plenty of food to feed you. Shimano, which, hey, be like Andrew. And
yeah, no doubt. Steve, that rod that he caught him on, it's not in stock right now. And I've had plenty of text messages since that interview saying, hey, I need one of them rods. I'm like, well, I can't get any right now. They're not due until June. So
Andrew Hickman has definitely been a good promoter for Shimano. Power Implements Marine right there in Iowa, Louisiana. Kevin, if you walk in and say, we watch Tackle Talk Live, what can happen?
It's an instant save $500 on the purchase of any new or used boat, Steve. You can save $50 off a service ticket. So, I mean, you need to go buy Power Implements Marine. Make sure that you tell them that we sent you. You got Skeeter, you got Camus, you have new Vexus on hand, fiberglass and aluminum Vexus boats. So guys need to go by and check out Power Implements Marine.
And also our 2 newest sponsors, Lost Frontier Park, right there on Toledo Bend, just across Grease Creek, right there on the Texas side. Chase Collins and their family have taken it back over again. They're back in control and making all kinds of changes and improving it just like they were before they sold it the first time. Glad to see them taking this place back. Got a great restaurant, huge RV park, huge swimming pool, cabins. Again, a great place to eat. They've got it all. Make your next trip to plan your next getaway. Make your reservations, 409-404-9972. That's Lost Frontier Park, located on Carice Creek on the Texas side of Toledo Bend. And rentals, ToledoBend.com. Attention all anglers or anyone looking to make a trip to Toledo Bend and need a place to stay. Forget those house rental companies that want to charge you all those extra fees. Dowden Associates Realty is offering you a better option. Rentals, ToledoBend.com, where there are fewer fees. And here's another reason to use rentals, ToledoBend.com. When you call in to Dowden Realty and mention Tackle Talk, you're going to get an additional 10% off your house that you're going to be renting from them. So that's a significant savings when you look at it. I don't care who you're renting from. Call 318-256-0563 and mention Tackle Talk again to get that 10% off your next rental. All right, Kev, let's see here. Elite Eight results. Do you have those?
I do. First place, Die Hard Bass Club, number 2. It was their second entry. That's why it says number 2 at 33.13. Now, this is with 12 fish, Steve. They had 33.13 on day 1 and came in with a freaking sack on day 2 of 45.76. Toledo Bend Elite, which was the club that I fished with. We had 39.79 on day 1, 37.22 on day 2. LA Bass Anglers coming in third place. Fourth place, Natchitoches Bass Anglers. Fifth place was St. Mary Elite. And sixth place, Origin Bassmasters. They came out with the last place check there with a total of 36.50, a total of 70.63 for 2 days with 12 pounds. Steve, man, I enjoy this tournament. I love fishing this thing. Just it's different. You know, and not only, you know, used to it was just, man, it was camaraderie. It was a different style format. It was a fun tournament you do with some friends. And, but now you can do all of that and it's for good money. First place was 10 grand.
Yeah.
Second place, like I said, was $6,000. I just, man, and they have done, the Southern Bass Club Association has done an awesome job with this thing. 26 teams of 8. I mean, they had 100 and I don't know. I can't do the math, Steve. What's 26 times 8? It's a lot. It's a lot of people that end up fishing this thing.
Well, here's a question I got. When your club wins the 10 grand, how is that distributed? I mean, does that go straight to the club and the club distributes it?
I mean, every club is different, Steve, but most everybody just divides that among the winners. I mean, most all clubs just divide it amongst the winners.
Yeah.
You know, is how they do it. So, but going back into Die Hard number 2, the team that won it. Let's make sure we get all. Let me get my list here. Make sure I don't miss anybody. So like I was saying, Cody Beasley, he won Big Bass overall. It was they on top of all the payouts, they paid $500 a day for Big Bass. Cody won Big Bass on day 2 with a 9-pounder. So you had the team members were Cody Beasley, Kason Lewis, Craig Lewis, Rob Roy, Dylan Van Matry, Mark Van Matry, Bert Poche, and Juddy Hamus.
Yeah.
So that's your winners of the Elite 8 tournament this past weekend, Steve. It was a good tournament. It caught them a little bit better than I thought they was going to with the weather. I say a little bit better. Maybe about kind of what I thought they was going to catch them.
Yeah.
But weather was brutal.
Did the weather affect the turnout, you think? Are there teams out there? There are clubs out there they're still not showing up?
Well, I mean, you can't just. It's hard to throw something together last minute for this thing. So
right.
I don't think they were able to look at the forecast and say no. But when I say it rained 2 inches Friday while we were fishing, it was raining.
Yeah. Well,
Friday,
where I'm going with that,
did not stop.
Where I'm going with that, does this tournament have the ability to continue to grow?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it does. It's going to grow. They are, man, they had at the meeting Thursday night, had a good dinner. They had a ton of giveaways, which we were able to do something with Shimano and G Loomis. I think they gave away like 14 rods, Shimano and Loomis rods. They had bunches of really good giveaways. So they are doing a really good job with it. It's going to continue to grow. Like I said, it's just a different style of tournament that's fun to fish. It really is.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. I mean, me and my guys, we really enjoyed it. So,
well, we would be wrong not to mention Shad Roberts and the job he's done,
and Grant Dowd,
and the Grant Dowd and their whole staff of guys that put this thing on for the last 2 or 3 years. They're doing a tremendous job with this.
This is the third year.
I think it is the third year, and but anyhow, congratulations to all those guys, and again, Shad's job well done, bud. Nothing but respect from everybody because you and I both know if you've ever worked a tournament before, that's work. I mean, I'm telling you. It's a job, and
it's year round. Sponsors getting things lined up.
Yes, that was my next
for
point.
this. You're dealing with clubs and trying to make sure they got all their people turned in and so on and so forth. So it's a big job. So
this ain't something that starts putting together on a weekend and next week we have our tournament. This takes a lot of effort and a lot of work and coordination to make this happen. So Shad Roberts doing a great job with this.
And Steve, if for guys that are watching this, if you got a club, or want to get involved with this tournament, so Southern Bass Club Association, I think it's southernbassclubassociation.com. You can go to their Facebook page, check it out. And guys, it's a fun tournament. You need to get involved next year. As long as I'm able to fish, I will be back fishing that one again. We had a great time, caught some fish. Cody had a 6 on Friday and a 7 on Saturday. We didn't have enough 3-pounders. We weighed in a few too many 2-pounders. I think we ended up losing by a pound. We needed another 3.5 probably to win it. And we didn't have enough 3-pounders. We weighed in a few too many 2-pounders along with a couple big fish to keep us from winning it. But hats off to Die Hard Bass Club number 2, man. Great job. 45 pounds with 12 fish.
Yeah.
That's catching them.
How was the bite on Friday? Was the bite really good on Friday?
Steve,
I mean, rainy conditions and
it was okay. Here's what I'll say about Friday. So in this type of tournament, you got to have a game plan. And my game plan with my team was I was going to go shallow and try to catch as many 3, heavy 2s to 4-pounders, a lot of, 2.5 to 3-pounders. I was going shallow. I was going to do that. I was going to put my head down, throw a chatterbait, throw a buzzbait all day in the rain. Just do what the book says you're supposed to do when it's raining.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get bit doing that, Steve. I think I caught 8 or 10 fish all day on a chatterbait, and they were small. I mean, we had to back off and throw a Carolina rig to catch our bigger fish. And
so that answers my next question. The frog bite or topwater bite was probably
not for me. It didn't happen for me. And I went north. Now I know some guys that caught them shallow, flipping on Friday. I know some other teams that caught them shallow. Grant Dowden and Buddy Howell had a really good day flipping. They caught them very well, and they were flipping. I don't know exactly what kind of structure or anything like that they were flipping, but they're shallow guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the area I was in, and I was in an area that really produces and has produced good bags for shallow water. But like I said, for me, Friday, I had to back out and hit some hard spots and stuff with a Carolina rig to catch some decent size anyway. So so we got the Sealy coming up on Toledo Bend next week, Steve. Plan is, I hadn't called him or texted him yet, but he's going to come on the show. But I'd love to get Ryan Pinkston on the show next week because he breaks it down as well as anybody. So that's the plan for next week, to have Ryan on the show to come in. Going to really break down Toledo Bend for all the Sealy guys and try to get everybody ready for that.
Well, and I know they're calling for rain most of the week this week. Good chances of rain all week. I think especially tomorrow, being Wednesday. The lake is probably on the rise because I don't know. They got a lot of rain. I know north of Toledo Bend, Sabine River. I know even when I traveled to Houston Sunday and come back yesterday, the rivers were pretty full and rolling. And I was like, okay, that's good. That means we got water coming into the lakes. Maybe a slow rise, but we do have water coming in, and we still need more rain to get our lakes. Natchitoches, we had 3 inches at my house here. Sibley Lake is back up to almost full pull. Toledo Bend is not that far off, as we can tell you that real quick. It's only down 2.77 feet right now. They had a 10-day gain of 3.84 inches. So Toledo Bend again is on the rise. Yeah. Sam Rayburn, I don't know. I don't know if they missed it or if it's, I don't know. 8.17 feet low. They had a 10-day loss of 0.6 inches.
That makes sense, Steve.
I said 156.23. I don't know if the water just hadn't gotten in there yet. Well, I know when I crossed the Toyek yesterday on what was that, 103? It had water in it where it didn't have water a month ago. The flat right there by the bridge, it's not completely covered, but there's water back on it again. It's still a long way. Okay, you're 8 feet low at Rayburn. I mean, it takes a lot of water to get that sucker back up. Lake of the Pines, it's only down 1.54 feet. They had a 10-day gain of 1.8 inches. And so in Lake Fork, 2.64 low. It's showing 0 10-day gain. Like, I don't even know if it didn't register. They didn't check it. I don't know. It doesn't show any. So 0 for a 10-day gain on Lake Fork. But anyway, it's good to see, though, cloudy skies and a little bit of rain. Let's wish for more and more of it, because we're going to need it. Also, Kev, congratulations to the NSU fishing team. Yes. They won the Bassmaster, one of the Bassmaster College Series events on Leech Lake. Josiah Shockley and Landon Watts, Demons.
Freshman.
Yeah. And you said the first NSU team to win in a while?
That's the first one. I'm sure I'll get corrected, but I'm pretty sure that is the first team to win a Bassmaster event since Justin Cooper and Johnny Leday.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's good.
Which has been 2016.
Yeah, been a while.
15 or 16.
Yeah,
it's been a while, and there's 2 freshmen. So hats off to those guys, man. That's huge. Congrats,
right
over there. One other update, real quick, Steve. Mr. Dick Polk just texted me back for the Fishermen this past weekend. 10th overall was the first no scope. McMillan had 17-18 with no scope.
Okay, all right.
10th place overall.
Okay, good deal. All right, Kev, upcoming tournaments, May 9th, which is this coming weekend, Outdoor Outlaws Team Series number 4 on Rayburn. May also this weekend, Fishers of Men, Northeast Texas. Is that right?
May what now?
May 9th. Is that right? Yes, Saturday.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Saturday, May 9th, Outlaw Team Series number 4 on Rayburn. Fishers of Men, Northeast Texas, Lake of the Pines. Also this weekend, Sunday, May the 10th, Funk Busters will be on Lake Bistineau. All you North Louisiana guys. May 14th to the 17th, that's the Elite Series, is on Santee Cooper. 15th, 16th, 17th, as we just talked about, Sealy Big Bass Splash on Toledo Bend. I look for a great turnout. If the weather's good, they're gonna have a big turnout for that, because Toledo is on fire and still on fire. People are catching a lot of fish there. So, and then you got the Texas Team Trail. We'll wrap it up. They go to Ray Roberts, and anyway, we'll go over the rest next week. And so that's kind of what's going on the next 2 weeks around here.
Steve, real quick, congrats to you. Came back from MD Anderson yesterday. Everything's clear. We're all good to go.
Yep. Okay. I'm telling you, you go into those kind of things and those situations with anxiety, because you never know. Because so many people that I have met there have talked about, yeah, man, I was clear for 4 years, and all of a sudden it came back, and now I'm fighting it again. And I just, every time I leave there, I just thank the Lord above that, man, I'm still good. Hopefully we stay that way. And because when you go down there, it's a reality check. I'm telling you, especially when you see kids, just it breaks your heart to see some of those kids and all the people that go through the difficult treatments that you go through and something like that. But anyway, our prayers and thoughts. And again, I can't thank the MD Anderson. Their cancer team there is just absolutely off the chart. If you ever have the misfortune of getting cancer, I'm telling you right now, you will be so impressed with the team at MD Anderson. Those people, it's like clockwork. I almost feel like sometimes when I go down, I'm the only patient they're looking at. I mean, that's how personal. That's how, I mean, you don't sit in a long waiting room for hours waiting to be called back. It's usually minutes. I mean, they run that place. It's incredible. And so I hope nobody ever has to go to it, but I'm just telling you, because it's not a place you want to go visit for fun. But anyway.
Well, congrats to you. I mean, I'm glad everything came back okay. I know you texted me yesterday and, was over there, and we were praying for you. So glad everything came back positive, and
we're good till
forward.
Next November. I'll go back in November. I'm on every 6 months checkup now, and hopefully we stay that away for a while. So, but anyway, thank you. I appreciate all the prayers.
Yeah.
I saw the Facebook post. Thanks everybody for all your comments. It didn't go unnoticed. I really appreciate it. So, all right, Kev, anything else?
I think that does it for us for today, Steve. Yeah. Good luck to everybody fishing Outlaw number 4, Outlaw Outdoors event, team event number 4 this coming weekend. Looks like we got some rain coming. So hopefully we can get some rain coming in Rayburn. So
and again, want to encourage everybody, be careful, because now you're getting all your pontoon people, your jet skiers, your skiers, your tubers, they're hitting the lakes now. It's getting a lot more crowded than it was in January, February, March. So make sure you wear your life jackets. The last thing we want to be doing on here is reporting a fatality or somebody getting hurt. Let's take precaution, be courteous, be patient as well, because it takes patience now, especially the boat ramp. It can really test your patience. But anyhow, all right, Kev, that's it. That's all I got, man.
Got it for today.
Thank you for tuning us in. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, or whatever you listen to a podcast. If you would like to become a member of our sponsorship team, please message us on our Facebook page, and Kevin will get you out a detailed packet. For Kevin Jean, yours truly, Steve Graff, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week with more Tackle Talk Live.